Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Hungry Man 97. Today we're talking about 1992 Topps Baseball. We're going to talk about the set and its errors. This is a really cool set, and if you think you're an expert on it, you may learn some things from this video. So there's 792 cards in this set. This is the first year that Topps printed on white cardstock. It's the last time they printed it in a single series. They went to like a 1 and a 2 series going forward. This year, Topps ditched the bubble gum and the wax pack. They kind of got modern and stopped using those. This is also an overproduced set, though. You know, in the heart of the junk wax era, they made way too many cards, so they don't command a lot of value. Even the Ken Griffey Jr. card sells consistently for about $1. And guys, if you haven't already checked out my buddy Darren at Grunt Baseball, that's his YouTube channel for all things baseball. Even in the off season, there's a lot of great clips, a lot of great videos he's putting out. Check him out when you get a chance. Also, his website, grunttalksmlb.com. He is veteran friendly. Also, if you're not a subscriber to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Do it while you're thinking about it. It helps me out and helps my channel grow, and I appreciate it. All right, let's get back into this. So one of the first examples of a parallel is seen in this set with Topps Gold. There were two types of gold. Okay, so one that you could pull from packs. One in about every 36 packs. It would have the name of the player and the team written in gold. Gold foil along the bottom of the card. The other one you could get was from scratch-off winners. Okay, so in every single pack, there was a scratch-off card where if you scratched and got 100 runs, you could send in that card, $2 for postage and handling, and Topps would mail you 10 gold winner cards. So 10 random players, and they look like the Topps Gold except a couple differences. So it had the name of the player and the team in gold along the bottom, but it also said the word winner with a star after it. Even though that seems like it'd be worth more, they're not worth a lot. Either one, the gold or the gold winner, are pretty easy to find on eBay for next to nothing. Funny thing about those scratch it cards, so they're inserted one per pack. If you took a light and put it behind it, you could actually read through how many runs was under it, so you can scratch it, kind of cheat and win easily. Those scratch it winner cards could either be on a white or a gray stock. I'll show you both pictures of those. So in this video, I'm going to talk about them in 3 different categories. So we got the base, which comes out of packs, the gold, which comes out of 1 out of every 36 packs, and then the gold winners. That's, of course, the ones that you win and get through the mail. So to give you an idea what these cards are worth, the Griffey base I mentioned earlier, selling for about $1. The gold winner sells for about $6, whereas the regular gold, tad more, for about $7 shipped. So not much differences in the gold. So one quick side note about the gold cards, Topps actually replaced the 6 checklists in the base set with the gold and the gold winners of actual player cards, because who'd want to get a stupid gold foil checklist? Am I right? All right. Let's start going down the list here. So number 2, this is a gold winner card of Rickey Henderson. This is a variation. So that yellow logo on the back can either be large or small. So you got some varieties in the size of the gold logo. Easy to find for both of them. Number 53, Tommy Gregg, uncorrected, 6 RBIs and 7.5 of 90. But it was actually Ron Gant that did that, not Gregg. Number 56, Charlie O'Brien, uncorrected error. He went 3 for 4 on 822 of 91, not 4 for 4 as the card says. So 62, Gene Nelson shows a date on the back of 6/1/81, but it should be 6/1 of 82. That was uncorrected. 86 gold. So this is a Steve Finley card. This one's kind of cool. So this was an uncorrected error where it says Mark Davidson listed as his name on the front, but the base and the gold winners was actually correct. 94, Sammy Sosa, date of birth error. No surprises there. I just made a video about that. That was not corrected. Sean Livesay, number 124, uncorrected error. They misspelled his name and the wrong date of birth on there. Mark Grace, 140, says his home is Cali, and it should be Calif, like short for California. Jim Leland, manager, number 141. Now, I like this one here. Actually has a parenthesis that it never ends. It doesn't close the parentheses on the back. You can't do that. You have to close a parenthesis. It's like dividing by 0. Okay, you just don't do that. But that one was not corrected. All right, Roger Clemens, the Rocket, 150, says he was leading with a 1.93 ERA. but it's missing the red and the italic, showing that he was the leader for that year. And 156, Manny Ramirez, uncorrected date of birth was not the right one. It's uncorrected, which means it doesn't have any extra value for this one. Sorry about that, 90s Ninja 303. It's not worth anything. Number 245, John Smoltz, Hall of Famer, uncorrected error. The bio says that Smoltz signed as a free agent, but was actually drafted in the 22nd round. Okay. Number 288, this is the gold one, Andujar Cedeno. Uncorrected error, says Yankees on the front, but it should be Astros. Again, that was correct with the base as well as the gold winners. 362, Javier Ortiz. Now this one was not corrected, has the wrong person pictured. It has a picture of Jose Tolentino on the front. Barry Larkin, couple things going on here. So number 456 in the gold shows his team as the Astros. That was not corrected. But here's something weird. So in the gold winners for the same card, Barry Larkin says Astros as well, but then they did correct it to Reds, and the base is correct. So kind of different things going on with that one. Vince Coleman, 500. Date of birth is wrong. 532, Mike Huff. Shows Red Sox on the front. It should be White Sox. 574, Steve Avery. Uncorrected error. In 1989, it says Durham. And it says 2 games, but it should be 13 games. 575, Kirby Puckett, Hall of Famer, uncorrected error. Date of birth is wrong. Sorry, the card's worth a quarter. Sorry about that. Shakud 9263. It's not worth anything. Moving on here, 655 gold winners Brett Butler. There's variations where the upside down logo on the back should be right side up. Sometimes it's upside down. That does depend on the sheet number. So you'll see the sheet number on the bottom of the card and it will correspond which ones are upside down. They're pretty easy to find. And I couldn't find any of those in the gold, only the gold winners it affects. Okay, moving on here. Tyler Green, 764. Denver, Colorado for where he was born, but it should be Springfield, Ohio. Sid Bream, number 770 in the gold winners. Okay, so just like the Brett Butler, the upside down Topps logo on the back, pretty easy to find. Couldn't find that on the gold or the base. 772, Gary Templeton, uncorrected error. So this is kind of cool. So he's a batter, but the stat headings on the back of the card are all for pitchers. Kind of a strange one there, and they never did correct that one. All right, in the gold in the winners set, Topps shifted the placement of the Topps gold logo on the back of many of the cards. I'll show you an example with card number 15, Denny Martinez. Here it is centered within the stat box, and here it is kind of to the left. The base logo in light blue seems to be consistent on all of the cards. The shifting logo seems to be present on many gold and the gold winners sets. I just kind of using the Denny Martinez because it's a pretty easy one, pretty obvious one. As usual for cards made during this time, blank backs and wrong backs plagued this set. Value-wise, these cards are usually worth like a couple bucks. But big names can be, I don't know, between like $5 and $10. Bad centering, spots, miscoloring. Also very common with these junk wax sets. No extra value despite what Yard Dog 80 ones will have you to believe. Speaking of miscoloring, there seem to be some people who believe that the nameplates come in different colors. This Tom Glavine nameplate comes in either red or orange. I'm going to mention it for the sake of the video. However, I don't classify these as variations. Printers can print things in different shades when the ink is low. It doesn't mean it's a recognized variation. There's also a couple like blue and purple ones that kind of do the same thing. I don't consider those real variations. There are some gold foil issues with the printing process. The foil can be placed on the wrong card, or the foil may be left off the card altogether. These are different than the ones listed above because these are more print flaws and not mass produced. These print flaws are all over the place on eBay when it comes to a value. Like could be a couple bucks, could be like a several thousand. So don't go by what you see on those numbers. And we're going to conclude with talking about the blacklist cards. Okay, so blacklist cards were kind of all the rage in the 1982 Topps set, where they just were missing the black ink on the front of the card. And then, of course, the 1990 set, where several cards had a little bit of black missing, especially the Frank Thomas no name on front. It actually does affect this set, where some of the blank ink is missing. There wasn't really any sold numbers to really kind of give you some values on those, but they're pretty rare if you have any blacklist cards on coming out of the 92 top set. And guys, that's all I got for you today. Kind of a lot going on with this set. If you have any questions, comments, I will reply to you. Leave some comments down below. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.